Hello, hello. Good morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kettlebell Training with RKC certified trainer David Hills.
And Coach Kendra McLaughlin here at the Human Empowerment Experience.
Yeah, and it's Monday morning, everybody. Welcome. Could you adjust your camera
I
just a little?
can.
I'm having to stand like this and just. Hey, I hope that all of you had a fantastic weekend. We had a really good weekend.
Yes, we did.
Got a little bit of work done. Didn't get any work done yesterday, but we did get out into nature and we went hiking in Camden, Maine, which is a harbor town. We live on a coast. Most of our state is a coast. One side is a coast. Anyway, it was a gorgeous fall day.
Eric.
It was a gorgeous fall day. The leaves are starting to turn into their beautiful fall colors, and we're going into the season of just beauty and stillness. And it's just that time of year that you just want to snuggle up and get the hot chocolate out and get all your gear ready. And it was a beautiful day to be outside. Not a cloud in the sky. Just really, really
lovely.
Anyway, so this morning I just want to talk a little bit about, if you saw my post, and I'll say that every morning because I post at 5 a.m. And it's really about living your life to the fullest. And I know I say this a lot, but it really, David and I were talking about this yesterday, and it really hits home when you see people that are younger than you that are passing on, or Eddie Van Halen is a good example. He passed away last week. A friend of David's passed away. The guy was only 68. I mean, that's young to us.
Sensei Jenkins.
Yeah, Sensei Jenkins. And when you think about it, it really hits home when I look at where I'm. 58, so in 2 years I'll be 60. That means that if I live to 80, if I'm lucky enough to live to 80, that leaves me 20 good years to live. And I don't know about you, but I can remember things that happened 20 years ago that seemed like yesterday. And it just really hits home to me in that we're only here for a very short period of time. Time goes by so quickly. So if you're not doing the things that you really want to do in your life, then you need to get going. You need to just buck up and do whatever it is. We're thinking about literally traveling the United States next year. I mean, things like that, things that sound outrageous that you may have thought a few years ago that were huge and you couldn't do it, or whatever the case may be. Do those things. Do the things that you really want to do. If you want to travel, you can travel. Even with COVID, we went to California. We wore a mask. We were safe. Washed our hands. Don't live in fear. Don't stop yourself from living the life that you want to live. You can be happy every single day of your life. It doesn't mean that challenges don't show up or things don't happen. They do. They do with us every day, practically. Some sort of a challenge. This morning it was your computer.
Yes, computers.
But you gain the tools to be able to move past that. Those challenges, and it makes you stronger, it makes you smarter, it makes you better. And for God's sakes, learn new things every day. We listened to an audiobook yesterday on our long drive to the coast, and it was fantastic. So we were learning things while we were listening, while we were driving and enjoying the scenery. So that's my spiel for this morning, and I hope you get some motivation out of that. Because that's what we're doing. We're not taking any chances. We're not sitting back on our laurels. We're working hard every day or out enjoying our lives. And we have some big plans coming up for the upcoming year, and we're not slowing down anytime soon. So you shouldn't slow down anytime soon. Although slowing down can be a good thing.
Just not now. Now put it into another gear.
You can rest
it's Monday.
And have quiet time. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's get going. I'm ready to go. It's Monday morning. Let's get going on our kettlebell training. I'm just going to adjust this so we can see the floor. Hello, everybody. Oh, who do we have with us? We have some folks with us. There's some people. Andy, Steve, Amy, Johansson, thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to start our kettlebell training, and Dave is RKC certified, Russian kettlebell certified.
Too much.
So he knows what he's talking about with kettlebell and the human body. So you are in the right place. If you're looking for a great workout and you're looking to sustain your body as you get older.
All right, let's begin with some jumping. Oh.
This is just a warm up to get your body warmed up and get all the cells moving in your body. And we're just bringing our shoulders up and dropping them down. You don't have to jump all the, you can just go like this. You know, so you can do
Hands
that.
up in the air, bend your knees. Lead with your pinkies.
And this is just dropping the shoulders down, leading with the pinkies like you're throwing water off your hands, like you're throwing water off those pinkies. This actually, both of those exercises that the one that we just did, and this one feels so good. You're waking up your cells. They're having a big party inside. Even though it's Monday, this is a heart opener. So as we open up, we can think of things that we are grateful for in our lives today. I can think of lots of things. Roof over my head, food. I have a great tribe of friends and family. I'm in good physical health. I have a great business partner. And how do you want to describe this one?
Our Kung Fu.
We haven't done this. Oh, we're doing Kung Fu this morning.
It's better.
This gets the
Northern Shaolin long hands do too.
This gets your shoulders going too, because that's synovial fluid moving in your shoulders, so we're not all stiffened up. We're going to move our necks. You want to take care when you're doing this. Do this lightly. If you're feeling any kind of pain,
Don't bring your head too far back. Kind of bring it chin to the chest, ear to the shoulder, and then straight across to the other ear.
This feels good after a good night's sleep. I sleep on my side, so sometimes my neck gets kind of stiff.
Bend your knee here, get a little bit lower. Make the fold happen at the hip. Keep the knee pointing straight ahead. Don't put pressure on the knee. Put pressure on the hip.
And then just let your arms swing and hit your body. So it's also body tapping, which is also a great warm-up, wake-up exercise for any time. If you're waking up from a nap or if you're getting up in the morning, body tapping has some really good properties to it.
Now, to do this, you can think of it as a box with four corners. One front left, front right, back left. You can think of it as 4 points or smooth it into a circle. Whatever works for you.
And doing this every day just keeps your hips moving. I don't know if you've ever sat for a long period of time. Then, like yesterday when we were driving, and then we get out of the car and.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, we're going to be doing a driving trip to Tennessee next month. It's going to be a rough drive.
Well, we should make a point to stop and get out and do like these.
I like Mindy's plan of every rest area, get out and do some high intensity interval training for about 10-15 minutes and get back in the car and go.
Yeah.
Well, every rest area.
I'll have to incorporate that on our trip.
It might take things a lot longer. Knees, hands on the knees.
Same thing with your knees. You don't want to injure your knees either, so you want to make sure those are warmed up. And you can also incorporate your feet when you're doing this.
Other way.
So I like to go up on my feet as well. And it just gets everything warmed up and moving and ready for your day.
Good.
Fantastic. All right. Now we're on to the actual kettlebell workout. Grab your kettlebells, everybody.
Bring them over to the middle of the mat. Get your position. Keep your shoulders seated. We're going to orbit it around the body 10 times in each direction. Here we go. 1, 2, grip with your toes. Other way.
This is a great core workout because you have to have your core stable in order to not move your body.
Yeah, all right. Now, pop it up in front of your chest, overhead. 1, to the bottom. 2, 3.
Now, when you're going down, you want to make sure that your back is straight.
Use your hips. There's 1. Bring it down. Put it into one hand. Shift your hand to the pinky to the middle of the handle. Other hand at your shoulder. Get it moving, swing it up. Thumb through the handle. Press. Use your hips. Use your hips. Two more. Change hands. Set it down.
Woo, I used my big one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I went up a little bit.
Now,
Let's see if I can who we have on here. See Amy and Andy still, and who else is watching incognito? I know that we have some people that do that.
now, watch my feet for a moment. Just now, when I was doing my exercises, I want you to watch this foot.
Your right foot.
My right foot. See how it's turned out slightly? That's what I noticed was going on. While I was doing my stuff, I'm constantly inventorying my position of my body in space, my connection to the ground, my connection to the kettlebell, the path that it's taking, all of it. What I noticed was that this foot was turned slightly out. If I was to keep this foot turned out during all my exercises, I would end up damaging this knee. Putting it straight ahead or both of them slightly out, equal, not very far, that's what's going to work. If I have an asymmetry in my form and I put it under load, you have to think about that kettlebell is putting forces that travel throughout your body. You can feel it. And when you, especially doing swings, you anchor yourself, you anchor your hands, anchor your feet, and start doing kettlebell swings. Any asymmetry like that is going to cause undue forces on certain joints and wear them.
And that makes sense, right?
It does to me.
Yeah.
Well, it should you.
It does because you're yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you don't want a different part of your body in a different way. It's torquing that
Yep.
in an unnatural way.
Yep. Yep.
It may feel okay for the first part of it, but eventually, if you continue
Eventually,
doing
you'll
it that
start
way.
getting numbness in that knee and down the leg.
And then not only that, when you're working out that way, it's training your brain. So now the next time you go to do it, you're just going to automatically do that because it's training your brain to work out in that position. So you want to make sure that you're using correct form.
All right, here we go. Start with 20 swings. 1. 10. Set the kettlebell down. We're going to do the other 10, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to add something. Not only are you going to pop your hips forward at the top, at the bottom of the swing to send the kettlebell up, but I want you to lift up on your pelvic floor. Tighten the pelvic floor muscles hard as part of the kettlebell swing. So it's going to be your glutes and the whole pelvic floor.
Inner thighs.
Inner thighs. And if women who've been through Lamaze class, they'll know this as a Kegel, right? Anybody who's done any Chinese internal kung fu will understand this as well. Closing off of the lowest points on the governing and conception vessel, where it's a tightening of the perineum, the muscles between the muscles right at the base of the pelvic floor, lifting up on them. It's almost like you've got to go to the bathroom and you're stopping it. That's what you want. Fire all those pelvic floor muscles. It's going to do a number of very good things for you, which we won't necessarily go into right now. 10 more swings. Here we go. And hard. 1, 2. Go to one-handed now. Alternating hands. And to the rack. All right, folks, swing to the rack and press.
I think I'm going to go on my
Go down one.
lower one. Just get it up to my rack position. Okay.
Here we go. Swing to the rack and press. Use your hips. 1. 2. I got some pause on the way back. 3. 4. 5. 5 more. Change hands.
Make sure you're breathing. Make sure your form is correct. I went down a little bit lower on my kettlebell because I'm still working on my shoulder. I had a slight injury a few weeks ago. So I'm just want to make sure that my shoulder gets back to normal without me pushing too hard and re-injuring. It's really important to be able to read your body. And the only way you can read your body is to get in touch with it. And kettlebell training helps you do that. You have to stay present when you're doing
Last
these
one.
exercises.
Sit down. Very nice.
You know what I love about kettlebell training is it also works the cardio. So you're working the cardio, you're working your muscles, you're working your core, you're working your
Coordination,
balance, coordination,
endurance,
mindset,
all together.
all of the connective tissue,
Plyometrics.
which is great. It's a really, really beneficial workout. I'm gonna take this off.
Think of it as multitasking. Okay. We're going to come on down to one knee. Whatever knee is up, that's the arm we're going to raise. The other arm is going to be straight. We're going to kick the hip across until this hand touches the ground and look up. Keeping my eye on the kettlebell, come back up to a straightened position. Kick the hip across, looking up. Stay looking up, return. Switch feet. I want you to practice this. If you feel like you don't have enough balance, you may be lined up too straight. Make sure your foot and your knee are one shoulder width apart.
I talk about it as the railroad tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Make a railroad track.
That's right.
You want to feel like you're working, but you don't want it to be to the point where you're unstable.
That's right. And now, to stabilize yourself more, don't forget this back foot touches the ground. So you have 3 points of contact.
Yeah.
Foot, knee, back foot. That makes this triangle. Push into all of them. Hold the arm up one more time. Kick the hip across. Look up. Come back. Good. Switch feet. Whatever knee is up, kettlebell's in the same hand. Use 2 hands. Cheek curl. Press it overhead. Straighten the other arm. Look up. Hip goes across. 1.
It's different with the weight.
Yes, it is. Keep your eye on the kettlebell. 2. 3. 4. 5. Pull it in. Set it down.
That was difficult for me.
Mm-hmm. Grip the kettlebell. Over grip. 2 hands. Pull it to the rack. Arnold press. Straighten the arm. Look up. Kick the hip across. Touch the other hand. 1. Squeeze and crush the kettlebell handle. 2.
Hard keeping that.
3.
Straight.
4. 5. Pull it in. Sit it down.
It's definitely a challenge to keep this
Oh, yeah.
straight arm, straight and up near your ear.
Switch feet. Raise the hand back up. No kettlebell this time. Kick the hip across. Look up. Place the hand. Now, bend the elbow of that arm and go all the way to the elbow.
Great stretch on the
Come back up. One more time. Hand, elbow, shoulder.
If you can't reach all the way down to your elbow or your shoulder, that's okay.
Grab this foot
Do what you
and
can.
pull yourself down.
And just do what you can. I can't go all the way down like that, and that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
Change feet, do the other side.
And you want to treat your body with kindness. If you're not able to do the move, don't get mad at your body. Just say, you know what? I love you. I'm going to let you do what you need to do. I'm going to push a little bit today, but I'm not going to go to the point where I'm in pain. And you just work on that. You just continue each time you do it, you'll get a little further along.
Come on, back up. Okay. Very nice. We're gonna do one more kettlebell, one more exercise without the kettlebell. We did this last week. We're gonna do it again as the last preparation before we do this with a kettlebell. Start stepping backward a little bit. Take a fairly long step forward. Bring your knee down to the ground so that it's touching. Find a line that goes straight from your shoulder to the knee on the ground. Don't let your hips kick back. Push your hips. Don't let this happen. Push your hips forward until there's a straight line from shoulder to knee. Good. Pick yourself up 1 inch off the ground. A bit of a bounce. Switch. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hands up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo!
That works the legs.
Yes, it does. All right, come on over, pick up your kettlebell.
What are we doing now?
We're going to do some halos next.
Okay. We're going to do,
Reach down, grab it by the horns, hoist it up in front of you. All right, wrists straight. Kick your elbows out just a little bit. Imagine a bar goes from one elbow to the other. They can't get closer or further apart. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to 8, 6, 7, 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set it down.
I'm officially sweating.
Well, good. All right. Let's do some swings to finish up. Grab your heavy kettlebell.
I'm going to wipe make sure your hands are dry too. I just mentioned that I'm sweating a bit and
Makes the kettlebell slip.
yeah, so I'm just going to make sure my hands are wiped off. Some people use chalk. You've never used that. You don't use that.
I don't like chalk.
Okay, but
If you like chalk, use chalk. It's part of my life philosophy, which goes like this. It used to be 2 parts. Now it's 3. Number 1, do what you want to do. Number 2, don't do what you don't want to do. Number 3, don't be a dick. That's it. That's it. Okay. I don't want to use chalk, so that goes into number 2. I'm not going to do what I don't want to do.
And I'm not going to be a dick.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Here we go. 50 swings. We're going to finish off strong. Here we go. 1, 15. 30. 40. 50.
Woo. Okay. Great Monday workout. Whew.
James, Dumpy, hope you brought a kettlebell.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope we empowered you for your Monday, and I hope you start this week off in a fantastic fashion. And we're sending you love, joy, peace, happiness, and abundance. And I'm sending out those special energies to those in the world who are suffering today in the hopes that they find some peace in their lives. It's up to you to make your day the way that you want to make it. You have control of your day. Don't let anything else take over. Don't let those little voices in your head take over. Don't let other people
every day, Dana. 6 a.m.
over.
Monday through Friday.
And don't let social media take over. You are in charge of your day. You make your life the way you want to make it. That's just the way it is. Simple as that. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you have a fantastic day, setting our intentions for a beautiful, productive day. Don't forget to get outside in nature as well. Love you guys.
All right. You can get a kettlebell at Walmart. So no excuses.
Have a great day, everyone.